Hello everyone, and welcome back. And this will be your weekly general reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of August 28th through September 3rd of 2023. And thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow, as well as those who have watched my videos and give them thumbs up, letting me know that you've watched and enjoyed them. Thank you. All right, you're starting out with the Five of Rods. So, have you applied for a job recently or thinking about one and wondering where you stand with it? You know, you're making some pretty big moves here for yourself, and if you're feeling like there's any competition, you know, you're going to make sure that you shine the brightest moving forward. You're attracting the right attitude and people into your life, and you're realizing that for many of you, you have to move forward, get something going before the opportunity's gone. And the Strength card. Yeah. You're no longer refusing to just stay put, but you're also realizing that, you know, you have financial wins here that you want to keep for yourself. This could be a pay raise for some of you as well, but you're curbing those impulses to just spend it as soon as you get it. You're looking at different areas of your life to put it in that it's going to give you more in the future. So, and you know, and if somebody's trying to talk you into like, oh, you know, you got an extra whatever amount of money, let's go take a trip, you're saying, no, I don't want to do that. And so you're moving in your own realm this week. And the Four of Rods. So there you are. You're content. You're realizing that you work hard for your, you know, your own abundance. And you're rewarding yourself as you go, you know, but you're not overspending. You're just trying to change the way you go through life and what you accomplish. And the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you've been holding back on something, or feel like you've been held back in something. Maybe you've tried to, you know, do something for quite some time, and you're realizing that, you know, every time I take a step forward, something sort of, you know, happens in my life, and so do I want to keep trying to step forward? So you've locked yourself up in a way of not finishing something or doing stuff, like moving forward, in fear of that if I do, that something else is going to happen. But you're realizing that while you're doing that, it's cutting you off from doing what you enjoy. So you're coming to the realization this week that you need to release yourself from that boundary. And the Ten of Rods. So most definitely trying to release yourself. Let go, you know, let other people take responsibilities for their own actions, that sort of thing. And for your own as well, because, you know, this could be you that you, like I said, overspent, overdone something, and now you're realizing that, you know, I have to take onus for this, and I trust my own self. I'm getting control on, you know, what I'm doing and my decisions in life, and pack it around everybody else's burdens is not one of them. So you're, you know, setting yourself free that way. And the Nine of Rods. So most definitely you have come, like I said, to some sort of realization that I can stand on my own 2 feet and have. I don't need to question my choices in life. You know, and you're not afraid. You've done it in the past. You'll do it in the future if need be. And you're going to keep moving yourself forward. You're just coming to that understanding in your life that you're more than capable of what you think than what you've given yourself credit for in the past. And the Nine of Pentacles. So if you have to go alone and do something, you're okay with that too. You're realizing that, you know what? I'm more than capable. I've stood my ground. I've done my own thing. So why am I afraid now? And you're just moving yourself forward. You have enough money. There's money here coming in for some of you as well. You know, you found your own self in independence. Could be a little bit of a windfall, which gives you that understanding of, okay, I can go out and spend it right now, or, I can spend a little bit at a time and get, my enjoyment longer than just right this minute. And the Three of Rods. So there you are. You have so much potential of opportunities, and you're content where you are. You're standing on solid ground, you know it. But you're also looking out into the future going, okay, if I had the freedom and the choice, what would I do? So you're asking yourself some questions that you've asked yourself before, but now you're starting to actually truly think about it. And the Magician. Yeah. You're facing a difficult challenge, something that's been weighing on you. You've had this card quite often for yourself, in the last few weeks, that you're making your mind up. You're being very focused on what you want in your future, and you're realizing what you have to let go of in order to receive it. So, but you also realize your own potential as well. Like you're very clear on what you want. You're very determined on what you want. And you're heading for it. Like you're clearing the slate. You're going forward. You're not taking all the excess baggage with you. And you realize that once you take this first step, the rest is easy, because it will just start to flow the way you want it to. Yeah. Spend a little bit of time, getting a good idea of what you're giving up, where you're going, what's coming behind you, that sort of thing. Always a good thing to do. And you're realizing that, okay, this has happened, that's happened, and that's all right, because I'm right where I want to be, where I need to be. I've learned a lot of things, and I'm still going ahead. So you're mourning a little bit of what you've lost or missed opportunities in some cases. But that's okay, because, sometimes it could be a career choice that we made, and, we regret that we spent so much time there. But you're realizing that you're not stuck. So you're going to move forward for yourself. And the Four of Swords. So most definitely, a little bit of time out for yourself. Regenerating the old body, taking care of yourself, realizing perhaps for many of you, you've overworked yourself, you've done too much. So, when you overwork, it will take its toll one way or the other sometimes, irregardless of your age, whether you're sleeping in later in the day or you're not sleeping at all. And you don't want to be doing that, because, when you take on a heavy workload, it's just not good, because there's no time for you to actually just shut down and shut off. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, there is definitely something brewing for you this week. It's a relationship for many of you that's just not working no much how much effort you're putting into it. It just doesn't satisfy you in the way either it did in the past, or, you're just now owning the realization that it's time for many of you. And if this is a job as well, you're realizing the same things, that I need to speak up and say something, because, if I sit here and say nothing, then I accept it and I have no right to have an opinion of it. So pretty big decisions going forward for yourself. And there you go. The Queen of Wands. Yeah. You have a successful adventure coming in the future as well, or something you've had planned for a while, but you just never put it in motion. But this is the week that you're more in touch with what your reality is for you and what you want to succeed at. And once you pick that and make your decision, you're so bold and lucky at when you do something. It's quite incredible to watch you, because once you decide that you're going to do something, not only do you put all the effort and energy into it, and you don't force it to happen, but the universe meets you halfway and helps it to happen, which is beautiful, because I'm in awe of all the energy that you bring into things. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. But your cards are very positive. Lots of movement here. You know, and things are starting to go the way you wanted, the way you anticipated them to go, and wished for them to go. So that's really nice. All right. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect marvelous solutions to appear. There you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Remember to subscribe, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.